Okay, dokie. We'll go ahead and do the explanation video for Ode to the Truf. And I'm hoping for this to be part one of the explanation video. Blank's legacy wasn't much of a lesson, so we're gonna make this lesson a good one. This is gonna be our moving keys lesson. So what I'm hoping to accomplish in this one is the Dave Grusin Goonies theme part from the song, and then we'll get to the first part of the actual original song, the actual Ode to the Truf song. And well, I guess for a while there, I was having issues with doing covers. I just wasn't gonna do anything covers. Didn't want the trouble with it. And times they're not gonna work. Even with that gonna cut my material by a lot. Even with the ones that don't have anything mixed into them, some of them have things started on them. And I want to hear the way I do them. I want to hear partial songs. I want to take things out. I want to hear everything connect. So yeah, I'm over it. We do covers now. We understand fair use. We ain't gonna do full songs or anything, but little portions for the explanation, like we're about to do Goonies here, and we'll start doing those. That's not a problem. Alright, and well, Ode to the Truf is another interesting one, like detective movie theme song. It's got history to it. See, with detective movie theme song, you had that main part, and the final part that the songs that really started it all out. And we somehow integrated that third part in between them, connected them with that was created to connect them songs. I don't know how I was connected with the whole chromatic slides part before. I don't know how I was doing that. It wasn't with this. That was created in order to, and actually it added to the overall piece, the way that B flat key picks up that E flat note, and the way it kind of has those, what was it, a G key and a D minor key, I do believe, kind of integrated an E flat note into them. I kind of like how it all goes together. It definitely improves it to have that hardcore B flat key piece. It just gives it a little more of an edge, both with the intensity of the sound as well as play into the theory of it all. Lastly came the reprise, and I think the reprise for this that one happened a little prior to the Different Steps era. Prior to the Different Steps era, well, I was in need. That's what inspired Different Steps. I needed new material, so I created new material. But the first thing I did was just play around with the old songs, see what I could do with them, and that led to, well, not Ode to the Truf getting a reprise. The Ode to the Truf, the first part of Ode to the Truf and the Goonies part of Ode to the Truf, they showed up at the same time. That's why I want to do them in the same video. The Goonies theme somehow inspired that first part to Ode to the Truf, and well, that's how it got its name. That's how it got created. I realized that thing fit perfectly into this song. It connected well with the third part from this song, or the third section from this song. It gave it its identity. I mean, it was just, it's so cool having that whole entire part kind of line up with this, that third part, that whole entire part. It also gives its identity more in the C of key, integrating with the keys of D, integrating with the key of G, integrating with the key of D minor. And even in that part, but that first part, whenever it gets to the B flat note alt, which the only time that happens, it really isn't supposed to be in there, but it worked for that part. And it comes off that Goonies theme, why it works so well. And, that's even kind of taking it back to F, but really what it's doing is just taking that key of C and integrating both the major seventh note with a flat seventh note. And again, it's not quite integrated, it's altered, it's in either or thing, but they're gonna show up one right after the other with the way it's lined up. It's in the 3/4 part to that part, or that portion of the song, that section. But alright, we're going to make this the moving keys lesson. We're going to go ahead and start with our Goonies moving key by Dave Grusin. Wonderful, wonderful moving key to start with, because we really just travel the neck with this one. And I do have a +2 for you on this one. We're going to do a couple other moving keys also by another one of the greats. And one of the true legends, actually. So we'll get to 2 more by him when we get there. We'll start with the Grusin and the first part, Ode to the Truf Shop, though. Get those out of the way first. Alright, so what are we doing here? Well, you can look at this as a 3 and a 1 note, coupled with a 3 and a 1 note from each chord. So this would be a 3 and a 1 note, I guess, from C chord, 3 and a 1 note from a G chord, or you could look at it how I look at it. We have our little theme here going of 6 4 3 1, 6 4 3 1, and now that's gonna be an E note, a C note, a B note, and a G note. We do it twice. Now we move our key. These are all going to be whole step variations. And we'll, first little variant we just went over. Our second little variant is going to be D, B flat, A, and F. Do it twice. Okay, now you're going to move back up a whole step. That's going to be, we're going to call that one bar. Second bar right there. You're going to move back up 1 step for 1 bar, back down 1 step for 1 bar. So we'll play that whole thing twice. Once we get back to, that's going to be our 5th bar, we'll move up again a step. Down a step for 7. Down a step again. Now with number 8, our 9th bar, new variation. So C, your G sharp G, and we'll call it E flat. D sharp or E flat. So now down again. This time we're starting on that B flat note. B flat, F sharp, F, C sharp, or D flat. We'll call it C sharp. Again, B flat, F sharp, F, and C sharp. We'll back up a whole step. Do that whole thing one more time. And now we're on bar 12, and we're jumping to bar 13, and this is going to be our new go through, our second variation of this. This is going to be more or less a 10 bar variation, though. The 10th bar will be ending it, and that is where we move from the 9th bar to the 10th bar being a half step to, well, we'll cover it when we get there. Let's start with bar 1 of our new variation, which is just back on that 9th fret, but we're moving from, again, we were on 5 fret, 3 fret, 5 fret, 3 fret. Now we're jumping to 9 fret, so just be prepared. Just things to be aware of. 3 fret, do twice. Down a whole step, do it twice. Up a whole step twice. Now we go up a whole step for our 4th bar. Do it twice. We're not going back down again. This time 4th bar is going to be up a full step. Alright, now 5th bar, down a full step. 6th bar, down a full step. 7th bar, down another full step. 8th bar, down another full step till we're back on that 3 note. 9th bar is going to be off of that A flat note, off of 1 fret. Now that half step, and you're only doing it once. A, E flat, D, and we're doing an A hammered on to B flat. So instead of doing that 6, 4, 3, 1, 6, 4, 3, 1, the last time we're doing 6, 4, 3, major 7th hammered on to 1. Again, sounds like. And well, that's going to bring us to our first section in our original song, which is going to be, okay, everything is going to be bounced off of a low D note. Starting with an F to that mid D note, pull off. So let me do that again. Let me actually play it real quick. And the second part is going to be, well, 4 and 2 are going to be reversed. So the first time we're going to be going that low D, F, pull off to that mid D, low D, E, pull off to that mid D, low D, F, pull off to the mid D, low D, C, pull off to the A. Wait, that next time around, that's just our intro part. The proper next time around, after 4, that. So 4, F, E, F, C, 4 times. Then we're going to do F, C, F, E. So, and that's what we're working towards. That's the one we're actually going to wind up repeating. We're not going to repeat F, E, F, C. We are going to repeat F, C, F, E. And, well, that'll take us to our 3/4 part. So, let me play this. I'm going to do everything twice, and I'm going to play this 3/4 part, and just get to through the 3/4 part into the next section so you hear it. So you hear it all. Okay, what is this 3/4 part? Well, low D between everything. But first one's going to be bouncing off C to A, C sharp to A, D to A. Do it twice. B to A, C to A, D to A. Do it twice. Here comes that B flat. Now, B flat to A, C to A, D to A. Do it twice. Now comes our one-timers, which is going to be B to A, C to A, D to A, C to A, C sharp to A, and D to A. And again, your open D note is going to come first with every one of those. So, except of course you're going to be playing most of them twice. I'm just trying to show you. And this next part is going to return to that 4/4 count, and D starts everything. That low D note, but it's going to be C with the pull off to A. So C, F with the pull off to D, C, A, C, F, C, just D to D. So that last pull off is D, C, A, low D, mid D. And we do that twice. So again, low D starts everything. It's going to be prior to every note, and of course you know the pull offs. If it's a C, it's going to A. If it's anything E through A, it's going to D. And anything C through D going to A. Anything E through A going to D. Alright, so the pull offs again are C, F, C, A, C, F, C, D. Yeah, just D to D. Now, this is where we repeat it. So, you're going back to that. F, C, F, E, F, E. Oh, I'm sorry. F, C, F, E, F, C, F, E. Do that 4 times. To the 3/4 part. Back to our 4/4 part. C, F, C, A, C, F, C, D. Now, after doing that twice, here comes the newest part. C, F, C, E, C, F, C, D. Do that twice. And now our final part, just a shorter variation of everything else. C, F, C, D, C, F, C, D. And to set up for the chords, come down on the D, that final D note with the 1. You're already right there to cover and mute with the other, mute with the pinky finger. You're right there to cover, so. And G fifth, G suspended to G fifth, F fifth, F suspended to F fifth, full D fifth, D suspended second, D suspended second, D, and that is the entirety of the first two parts. Alright, let's get into some John Williams moving keys. Jurassic Park and E.T. were the ones I had in mind. Just little parts from them. I picked these by ear, so sometimes these covers aren't going to be accurate to what you're hearing on the movies, but they fit their lessons. So the lesson is what I would like to get through, and well, we do it. Here we go. I messed up at the very end there. It's supposed to be because I went back. Anyway, that's the Jurassic Park one. And this one's simply going to be, so, A, G sharp, A, E, D sharp, E. So, two times, then back to that A, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, setting up our next transition. Now just take that, just like we were doing before, move it up a whole step. So, B, B flat, B, F sharp, F, F sharp. And then on that G sharp, same thing, we move it up another step. So now we're all the way up on C sharp, C, C sharp, and what's it gonna be? G sharp, G, and G sharp. And we're gonna end on that A sharp. Except this time, we're just gonna play so we're shortening it for these last transitions, but it's still all whole step transitions coming off of that first part of what we're playing. That A, G sharp, A, and that E, D sharp, E, and we're just moving the key up a whole step every time, just moving it up a whole step every time. That's one of the things John Williams is doing with that melody. Same with the low notes, we're just doing the chord version. Well, then there's E.T. I showed you there's the Gruesome Goonies that has the whole step movements. Of course, that half step at the very end, but it covers the neck. It uses those whole step movements. We're moving mostly downwards with Goonies. With the Jurassic Park one, the John Williams one, you saw it move mostly higher, upwards, and you saw how eventually he just stops playing the whole thing and starts moving the moving key into, or using a shortened melody off that melody line, using a shortened version of his melody to kind of do something a little different with it. So, just cool things the masters do. And one more by John Williams with E.T. And this one kind of has two different, let's just call them versions of the moving key to it. All moving off of, well, we're going to use our B as our starting position. So, B, F sharp, F, F sharp, A, F, C sharp, or 1, 5, diminished, 5 diminished, 2. Alright. I'm gonna play them both first, actually. Then I'll explain them, but you see what it's coming off of now. Okay, let's start with this last part. That E note was a bad note. Just pointing out. Okay, if we line this up correctly, we're starting off of an E, an A, and a B. Well, we're starting off the B. You can kind of think of it, if you're looking for a pattern, count the B as a 5, A is a 4, and well, the E is the 1. We kind of got the blues pattern, and a lot of times that blues pattern is used in a moving key type fashion. In there. So it's kind of like Ant just started off the 5, using that as a 5 instead of starting off of a 1. The next one, so that first one, it's off the B, and then the E, and the A, and finally we're moving back to B. And with that A, make sure to get the 5th note. Get the E note. Don't try to do the same pattern. Remember that the string differential. Okay, and pattern number 2 is going to be, start with the B, E, B, B flat, B, B flat, E, F sharp, F sharp, C sharp, G, D, C sharp, D, C sharp, G, A, E, and back to the B. So you got those little variations on, well, Spielberg's guy, John Williams, one of the master composers. And, well, 2 of, in my opinion, just greatest teaching movie keys. Like, those are good teaching tools. Like, it almost like he thought people are gonna learn off of this. Might as well do something that really, and yeah, that those stick out. And well, we'll go ahead and end this one. Alrighty. We get to the next part soon.